这我们自己说的车也没事。吓我一跳，我以为干嘛？吓你的眼睛是吧？
A brand new BMW was vandalized with the words BMW Go Back to Germany, and its windshield was smashed. The car owner quickly made a new car sticker covering the BMW logo, which reads, "You don't have to have ice cream, but you must have a backbone." This scene happened in China recently, and BMW is facing an unprecedented public relations crisis. The incident sparked a wave of boycotts against the German automaker, leading to a drop in BMW stock price by 3.62% on April 20th, wiping out 2.16 billion euros of its market value. The exact situation unfolded like this. On April 19th, the second day of the Shanghai Auto Show, 2 female staff members at the BMW MINI booth were distributing free ice cream. A Chinese visitor requested some but was denied, with the staff claiming that the ice cream was already all handed out. Later, a foreigner approached and asked for ice cream. Not only did they take out a box of ice cream from the fridge, but they also helped him open the packaging. The video quickly went viral on Weibo, attracting tens of millions of views and sparking public outrage. Most netizens commented that BMW showed double standards and looked down on Chinese consumers. BMW MINI didn't take Chinese consumers seriously. They only want to make money but don't care about Chinese consumers. It's not just BMW MINI that does this. The 2 staff members involved were also targeted by online hate, accused of pleasing foreigners and discriminating against Chinese people. Faced with pressure from the public, on April 20th, BMW MINI issued a statement apologizing and stated that the 2 women involved in distributing ice cream had resigned. On April 21st, BMW MINI issued a supplementary statement, claiming that the 300 limited ice creams were all given away, and the foreigner who received the ice cream was their colleague, specifically reserved for them. However, Chinese netizens seemed to not believe these explanations, and many online celebrities went to the BMW MINI booth to do live broadcasts. On April 20th, a Chinese man bought 2 bags of ice cream and distributed them for free near the BMW MINI booth, but with the condition that the audience had to answer whether they liked BMW MINI or not. Only those who said they didn't like it could get the ice cream for free.
你喜不喜欢宝马 MINI？
喜欢，哪一个？
喜欢不能拿啊，喜欢不给的。
不喜欢，那我不喜欢，那我不喜欢。
啊，不喜欢给，不喜欢给，不喜欢给，不喜欢给，拿。
He loudly shouted, "Free ice cream only for Chinese people."
大哥吃冰淇淋吗？免费送，中国人都可以拿。中国人都可以拿，免费送冰淇淋，只要是中国人都可以拿。
The staff at the MINI booth asked him to leave, but failed to stop him. In the afternoon of April 20th, another female blogger went live in front of the BMW MINI booth, and the staff at the scene intervened. In the end, she was dragged away by security guards who covered her with a black cloth and a black umbrella. Afterwards, the girl claimed she wasn't trying to fan flames to the topic and demanded a public apology from BMW. In fact, this auto show has attracted a large number of influencers to broadcast. It is said that the organizers have made adequate preparations to prevent the recurrence of the 2021 Tesla owners' rights incident. One blogger found that many car companies had pre-positioned security guards with black cloths and black umbrellas around their booth. This video shows the use of black umbrella and black cloths. The girl who went live was dragged away by the security guards using this method. Other Chinese automakers, such as Xiaoping Motors, took advantage of the situation by offering free ice cream to visitors, further adding to BMW's embarrassment. After receiving the ice cream, many visitors even went to the MINI booth to eat it. This created an awkward scene for BMW MINI, so on April 22nd, the organizers of the Shanghai Auto Show banned all ice cream distribution by the car company. But the incident continued to fester and even triggered a wave of boycotts against BMW by the Chinese public. On April 21st, a notice from Suzhou Fengtuo Light Energy Company in Jiangsu Province made it to the top of Weibo trending searches. The notice requires all employees driving BMW cars to replace them with domestic brand cars within 1 month, and the company will give a cash incentive of 20,000 yuan, and employees who fail to do so will be fired. The company made a response on the 22nd, saying the notice is true. It is for the BMW MINI ice cream incident. The company has more than 50 people, and there are 6 or 7 employees driving BMW cars, and already one of them ordered a domestic brand car after the notice was issued. Some netizens support the extreme practice of this company. Support this boss, at least they do not kneel easily, they say. But there were many sensible netizens who did not agree. I've had enough of this company. What does it have to do with employees driving BMWs? This kind of behavior is not patriotic, but just a show. Online news shows that many innocent BMW MINI owners were affected. A netizen photographed a MINI being maliciously smeared with ice cream in the garage of a shopping mall in Chongqing. A blogger posted a video introducing BMW on social media, and the comment section was full of curses. Some owners are afraid of having their cars smashed, saying they are too scared to drive out of the house. There are also MINI owners who put free ice cream and similar slogan car stickers to state their position. There are also BMW MINI owners who say they are disappointed with BMW's response and want to sell their cars at a lower price. German automaker Audi was also involved. On April 21st, at a queue at the Shanghai Auto Show, an Audi owner was protesting, claiming that Audi car keys cannot open the car door. Another man covered his eyes and shouted, "Support domestic products, the rise of China," while the security guard pulled him back and said, "Stop it." In fact, BMW is highly interested in the Chinese market and has great expectations for this year's Shanghai Auto Show. As the largest automobile market in the world, China's importance cannot be underestimated. The Shanghai Auto Show is the first major event since the COVID-19 pandemic to attract foreign industrial giants to China. Facing fierce competition from Chinese brands that are eager to dominate the market of electric vehicles, BMW is striving to show that it recognizes the importance of Chinese consumers. Frank Weber, a BMW executive, stated at a press conference on April 18th, "Munich is our hometown, but China is our future." BMW said that almost 70% of its operating system now includes functions specifically designed for the Chinese market, and the company's research and development activities in China have tripled in the past 3 years. According to BMW's 2022 financial report, the company generated revenue of 142.61 billion euros and a net profit of 17.94 billion euros, of which the automotive division accounted for 14.37 billion euros, a 57% increase from the previous year. China remained BMW's largest automobile industry in 2022, accounting for 33.1% of its sales. The company delivered 793,500 vehicles in China in 2022, a 6.4% decrease from 2021. But revenue from China increased by 65.3% to 41.88 billion euros, accounting for 29.3% of total revenue. However, the recent ice cream controversy at the Shanghai Auto Show may have a devastating impact on BMW's presence in the Chinese market, as it has led to a wave of anti-BMW sentiment among the Chinese people. Nevertheless, there may be deeper implications behind this controversy. According to the usual practice in China, if the authorities wanted to suppress the news, they would not allow the media to report on it, or even allow it to become a hot topic of discussion. The fact that the BMW incident was allowed to be widely discussed can be summarized in 2 reasons. 1. The Chinese Communist Party may be utilizing it to divert the attention away from the major fire incident. On April 18th, a fire broke out at Changfeng Hospital in Fengtai District, Beijing, killing 29 people and injuring 39 others due to a lack of rescue efforts. The fire was so intense that many patients and doctors climbed out of the windows and hid by the air conditioners to wait for help, and some even took the risk of using bedsheets to escape. The fire broke out at 12:57 p.m., and the fire was extinguished at 1:30 p.m. The first official notice was not released until 8:30 p.m. It was only then that many of the patients' families learned that their loved ones had been killed. Even after the official announcement was made, news of the hospital accident was kept under control and did not make it to the top 50 internet searches, and the pictures and videos of the scene that went viral on the internet were quickly deleted. According to public data, the Internet Interest Index for topics related to the Beijing hospital fire suddenly and mysteriously declined at around 9 to 10 p.m. that night. One person commented, "I couldn't see any news on the internet about the incident until the official notification was issued at night. There were no pictures or videos, and the information that could be found added up to only a few dozen words." This shows the extent to which the Chinese Communist Party controls online public discussion. Subsequent investigations revealed that there were many safety hazards at the large hospital that led to the tragic fire. In order to avoid criticism of the authorities if the public learns the truth, it is one of their common tactics to create another hot topic as distraction. So it's not surprising that the BMW MINI controversy has been allowed to develop all this time. Reason 2, to stimulate nationalistic sentiments in order to put pressure on Germany. This is because the German foreign minister made unfavorable comments about China during a recent visit to the country. Annalena Baerbock, the German foreign affairs minister, expressed a clear stance on the Taiwan issue during her visit to China from April 13th to 15th, stating that ensuring peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait and maintaining a rule-based international order are Germany's goals. She emphasized that the status quo in the Taiwan Strait should not be unilaterally changed and that force should not be used. On April 19th, Baerbock described her visit to China as more than shocking in Parliament, stating that China appeared to be more aggressive and more hostile to the outside world, while the internal repression was intensifying. Baerbock's remarks stepped on the CCP's red line and angered the Chinese government. Thus, it is likely that the CCP may be taking this opportunity of the BMW incident to put pressure on Germany.